let's go ahead and get started. It's 4 o'clock, and I want to be conscious of your time being here today. We have a couple that haven't arrived yet, so hopefully they'll be here shortly. First of all, I want to welcome you, and I guess I can speak on behalf of the County Council. Thank you for being here and serving your community in this capacity. We do have an agenda. Hopefully you have a copy of that in front of you. And today, maybe a relatively quick meeting. We just want to kind of get to know each other, talk about our timeline, talk about why we're here, and then moving forward, you know, where we want to be and how fast we want to get to the end goal, which is a recommendation to the County Council. I'm going to start over this way. If you want to start and introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Philip White. Everyone calls me Joe. If you call me either one, I'll answer to. I'm from Parsonsburg. I did move away for a couple years to go to school, moved back as soon as I could, and I live across the street from where I grew up. So.
Hi, Joe Venosa. People do call me Joe. I have been in Salisbury for 12 years now. I came here to fill a position at Salisbury University, so I teach in the Department of History. And yeah, just excited to be here. So, hi.
My name is not Joe. My name is Stefan Feliciano. I've been a resident of Salisbury and Wicomico County since 2007. I'm currently the Family Services Project Manager for Habitat for Humanities.
Hello, my name's Chris Martin. I am originally from Philadelphia. I work in the healthcare field currently at the Easter Seals Clinic here in town. But I moved over here into Wicomico County about 30 years ago. So this is where I chose to build my career and my home and my family. Thank you.
Nice.
My name is Michelle Wright. I live in Hebron. I am almost married 40 years in September. Have 2 children. We are in Rice Market on Route 50. So I did not grow up for farm. I married a farmer. But I've been involved with the community quite a bit, serving on the county school board, Greater Salisbury Chamber, Education Foundation. So just feel like it's very important to stay involved in the community and be a voice and an advocate. So it's a little bit about me.
I'm Bob Taylor. I'm originally from across the bay, grew up in Howard County. After college, the Navy, a couple odd jobs, law school, I moved here in '71. So I guess I'm still a come here, but in any event, I practiced law until full-time until about 8 years ago. Now I'm pretty much retired.
Jim Atkins, I live in Mardella, born and raised in Mardella. I left the Eastern Shore for about 17 years. I was management with UPS. When I retired from there, we moved back down to our home family, 2 children, and interested in the county government, what goes on.
My name's Steve Dowd. I originally grew up in Frederick County. I've been in Salisbury for, I guess, 15 years now. Stayed ever since I got my accounting degree. Worked in nonprofit government finance for, I guess, over a decade now. Currently work for the city of Fruitland as their deputy treasurer. Yeah, hope I can contribute.
Chelsea Phillips. I am also in healthcare with University of Maryland Medical, commercial real estate with NAI Coastal, do some book work and property management on the side, and a lot of volunteerism with the library, the zoo, and so looking forward to participating here.
We have one of our alternates here.
I'm Joe. You can probably tell where I'm from originally. I've been here 6 years. We love it. I served back in the 90s, early 2000s, 8 years as a borough councilman, 3 of them as vice president. I worked with the planning commission as a liaison also. So I have been involved in my community. This was an opportunity to jump back in.
Okay. I want to repeat that this is an open meeting. It is being recorded. It will be publicized at a later date. So just want to make sure everybody's aware of that. So hopefully you received a copy of the agenda And you should have also received two other documents. One is the article for the county council regarding the compensation, the executive branch, and then there was another piece, Chapter 18 Compensation and Allowance Commission. So if you did not receive that in an email, it is in front of you, okay? One of the things that I would like to point out and kind of emphasize is that we're here to discuss and make decisions on the salaries for the county executive and the county council. We can discuss the sheriff's department, the sheriff, our current sheriff's position, if we choose to do so. It is not required at this time. I can tell you 4 years ago when I served on this, we did discuss all three and moved forward with a recommendation. So we are here to talk about the executive position. We're here to talk about the county council positions. And then we can add on the sheriff's salary if we choose to do so. So I will leave that up to everyone for further discussion on that. Does anybody have any questions, about what our true role is here?
I think traditionally they have done the sheriff. I don't think last time was an oddity. I think it's been, Laura maybe knows, haven't they normally done the sheriff?
Yeah, but it's not required. Yeah, but it's not required.
It's not required.
Yeah, but it's not required. And I really want to encourage ourselves to think about the positions, what the job entails, what's the time, think about how many citizens they're trying to support and look out for, our county size, our population, those kinds of things. I really don't want us to get bogged down into anybody who's currently serving or anybody who's served in the past. I just want us to stay focused on the positions that those people, positions that they're serving. So if we can just try to stay mindful about that. The timeline. We have to have something submitted, a recommendation submitted by December the 17th. We can get our work done quickly and be done. We can meet as often as you want. If you want to meet every 2 weeks, once a month, but we just have to make sure that we have a recommendation to the council by December the 17th. And then we just need to set our dates and our times. The other thing that I would like for us to try to think about and maybe help us prepare for our next meeting is, and I've been trying to think about what questions or what information you might want to have in front of you for our next meeting. So if there's anything that you want us to discuss or put on the agenda as a topic, we can do that. And that will give us time before our next meeting to gather that data and have it before us. I feel like I'm filling some big shoes here because Memo Dreiker was the last chair. And it was my first time serving, so I feel like I'm filling some big shoes because he was just a numbers person. But I know that we've got Laura and support staff that will help us gather that information that we can get and answer our questions. Okay? Yes?
Thank you, Ms. Wright. Just a quick question. Is there an expectation that at the conclusion of this process that representatives from the commission will present the findings before? Is that part of the?
We will have a final vote. We will submit a recommendation, and then we will present it to the county council, and then we will have to come here and sit in front of them and present the recommendation.
Sure.
And then they will have time to either accept it, deny it, or alter it in some way. So, anybody have anything they'd like to share based on what I've said so far?
Madam Chairman, in the past, looking back at the old minutes, some outside groups did come in and give presentations. Is it acceptable that if someone in this group also wants to prepare something to present to the rest of us from their perspective of numbers, is that within the rules?
I think it's perfectly fine. If you have information that you want to share that you think will add to the discussion and make us help, make a good decision, I think that's fine.
Thank you.
I've actually already done that, Joe. I don't know whether you got the thing I sent out. But I mean, I've always been interested in county government. I practiced law in a lot of
I had
counties.
you in mind with that question, actually.
Set me up.
But no, I just, I feel like whether you agree with anyone's position or not, as early in the process as possible, not today, obviously, it would be very it would be wise for us to have had a chance for us amongst ourselves in the public to have those conversations and rely on some outside presentations as well, not just one or the other.
I mean, one thing you find out is there's so much difference between the counties. Size, type of government, size of government, the scope of what they do, and that's what I've tried to summarize just in a factual sense in the little 3-page thing I sent out. I think it would be wise to take a look at the number of employees that the counties have. I've done some rough chat GPT type research on that, come up with some numbers. I haven't verified them. But, I mean, there's a big difference. Because you have, for example, Howard County, where I grew up, there are no municipalities at all. Everything's county. Same way in Baltimore County. Towson is not incorporated. Ellicott City, where I grew up, it's not a city. They forfeited their charter in the Depression. So
I would feel more comfortable that all of us had a chance to view your information collectively, so that if we are discussing it, it's at least on even footing, because it's a lot of good information, but it's a lot to digest, and I'd rather do it and also be able to, anybody who watches on PAC 14 to be able to also enjoy that information and any information anybody else here has. I mean, especially someone with background at Fruitland or as a volunteer with the library and the zoo, it would, I just think, be beneficial.
If I may add to that, if there's an existing compensation model for these roles, if we can have access to that, as well as the descriptions of the positions themselves, which should encompass the positions that they oversee, as well as any objective data that we have around compensation, whether in the state of Maryland or like areas.
Is there an opportunity for the public to also come and give their input to this commission? Okay.
Now, they can come and observe, but there's no open comment.
Okay.
This is right. One of the things I would be interested in finding out is the salary changes are put in effect for 4 years. Do we have the ability, and Ms. Hurley may know or may have to check it, to do a implemental plan where there is an increase each year of the 4 years, or does it all have to be a lump sum at the beginning?
Historically, it's been the lump sum. I would have to check to see if
Yeah.
it pays anything.
didn't we look into this 4 years ago?
I think so.
I think we did, and I think it can't be changed during the term. But if the the latter schedule is put in ahead, I think it can be done
I
that
think we
way.
did do a recommendation.
Not
I think there was a
100%
recommendation
certain.
to have it to
Yeah.
implement it a little bit each,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a year, every other year or something, but, we can,
Okay.
yeah, I think, but Laura can clarify that for us for sure, but, I think that's what we recommended with one of them last time. The other piece of this, I know, was a discussion 4 years ago, is, we're talking about cyber, but there's also the benefit package. We want to make sure that we're competitive with our benefit package as well. So I'm not sure if you want any information on that, if you're interested in that, if that's important to you or not important to you, but.
I think it might be important in terms of how it's a line item in the overall budget. So staying in line with the percentage of use as the line item for salary and benefits, just ensuring that we're staying consistent.
As we said earlier, we really need to go with recommendation on the county executive and the county council. Do you want same type of information for the sheriff?
I do.
I think, yeah.
All right. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Michelle Wright.
Hi.
Hi there. You want to introduce yourself? And
Good afternoon. I'm just coming from Salisbury University. Here's a panel. Whew. My name is Dr. Margaret Sebastian. I serve as the director of a grant-funded program on campus called the TRIO Student Support Services Program. I'm also an adjunct professor and the assistant director for national fellowships and scholarships.
Big roles.
Say hi to Kristen.
Busy. Busy.
Okay. So I think we've covered intros. We've talked about what our role is. We talked about the time frame. I have a list of things that we want to have available for our next meeting. Before we move to dates and times for future meetings, is there anything else that anybody wants to bring up? No? Okay. So what is your opinion right now as far as how fast do you want to move? Do you want to do once a month? I mean, I think we can get it done by December. If we're done early, that's great.
Madam Chair, for clarification, I believe the last time this process was completed, there were 6 meetings total. Is that correct, or is that, am I off?
It was a much condensed time.
It was, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It started much later last.
Yeah, we were related.
Okay, so really shouldn't think necessarily in terms of total meeting times in that context then, right? Okay, I just wanted to get a sense of it.
And I would rather meet and try to, and if we're done in 2 months, great, but if it takes us till December, that's okay too, because I
Sure.
want us to make sure that we have discussed everything there is to discuss.
Sure.
I don't want anything left open. I don't want any of us in here to have any questions, to feel like we didn't do the best that we could do.
If we go every 2 weeks, that will allow it to move forward without forgetting. I would be a little concerned, especially in the early going. If we go a month, we may almost have to spend a large portion of the next meeting reviewing where we're at.
Right.
If we go every 2 weeks and you happen to miss one, you might not be too far behind. You could watch it on Pack 14 and get caught up.
Right. Now, I will tell you that I am out of town until the 18th. So that puts us like 3 weeks out or so.
This is August.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yep.
Sorry, may I add an
Starting
additional
there.
ask?
Sure.
Could we have historical salary information for these positions?
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's on the, if you got the sheet down
Well,
at the
yeah,
bottom.
they alluded to a little bit of the salary change, but it was
Yeah.
for a span.
Yeah, it only goes back as far as 2020. I think what I've been able to find, what you're asking for, like the.
I
you know.
just think it would be interesting to see the trends.
Well, I mean, it goes further back than that. From 2006.
It's alluded to, right, but we don't
Yeah.
see the annual step, and to the
There
point.
weren't any.
There wasn't any.
Weren't any. It was 85,000.
And stayed stagnant for.
Yes. Yes.
It's,
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
And
Okay.
the council
That solves
salary
that.
hadn't been increased since
Yeah.
1994.
Yeah, quite
Until-
shocking.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And that's why it was such a big jump for the recommendation of the increase in salary, because they hadn't had any increases in so long.
So just to clarify, I understand what is written, but is there a nicer chart that shows each year?
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what-
like
they're-
like is there a chart or no?
It's just straight line.
No, it's the two, essentially, you're probably envisioning it the same way
Yeah,
I
I'm
am.
like, wait, hold on.
2006 was 85,000, 2007, 2008, 2009, and so on, until it was recommended to increase to the 124, but was passed at 100.
And 7, yeah.
in 23, so.
Yeah.
In
So-
23.
We will,
Right.
Yeah.
we can show that. We'll
Yeah.
Yeah.
have a report that will show that.
Yeah.
Yes, little mental hiccup.
And there
okay.
wasn't any cost of living increases or anything.
Nope.
Y'all just out here.
Yeah. It's like being at Salisbury, right?
Yeah, I was like, we only got a 1% increase, but that's why I clarified. Like,
Yeah.
I was having the same thought process and struggling with it, so.
That's why I wanted to make sure that we understood what you would be anticipating to know. So our next meeting, we can have all the information in front of us and have some good discussion around that.
Yeah.
Madam Chairwoman, the week of the 18th, 19th, there's a set of county council meetings that week. So I don't know if it's possible that we go, if we're going to be on Tuesdays, we're the following week.
Or do you know what the schedule is for the council that we could
At
be?
10 in the morning, right? The county, right?
Yes.
The second one, yeah. I guess that wouldn't,
morning.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that wouldn't affect us, would
We
it?
do go late sometimes,
Yes.
so I would agree with you that that's not the best date to schedule.
Avoid a Tuesday.
Yes.
So, so we can do the 26th, if you're looking at August the 26th.
I cannot.
The room is available, if you want it
No,
before
school
o'clock
starts
works for
already.
everyone.
I like 4 myself, but
So the only time doesn't work for me is the second Tuesday. That's Fruitland's council meeting, so.
Okay, well, it's county, oh, no, there's no council meeting.
so you would have a Fruitland meeting on September 9th then, I guess,
Yes.
too?
Yep.
And I won't be available from the 25th to the 28th.
So would like a 4 o'clock on the 20th or the 21st work?
21st would be an issue for me.
Okay, so the
Sorry.
20th, all right.
20th.
20th.
20th at 4 o'clock, August
I
20th?
think I'll be unavailable then, because I have a trip until the 21st, yeah.
All right.
Now, this is in August.
Yes, correct,
Yeah.
August.
26 would be fine with me. That's the last Thursday.
But we have someone who can't.
Doesn't
do
work
the
for her.
26th, correct?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm with you.
I was like, hey.
Well, you're not, we've got 10 people at this time of year, you're not going to get everybody here.
Yeah, this, yeah, no meeting will be
People have plans
perfect,
and
yeah.
things.
Sure, yeah.
It's not-
This is gonna happen, yeah.
But that's why I think the suggestion earlier about trying to have them every other week instead of a month apart, that way, if somebody is out of town this week and they miss it, only 2 weeks go by, they get a review. And
I agree,
what's going
yeah.
on, and
If we can
keep
make that a
moving on.
motion, I'll second it.
Michelle,
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's the 12th, I'm fine.
The 21st at 4 o'clock?
The 21st.
Here is not.
Was somebody here so the
I,
20th?
that, for me, I can't be that, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Is anybody okay with a Friday at 4 o'clock on the 22nd?
I would prefer not to do a Friday if we could, but if that's the only Friday we do, then I would just miss one and it would, I
Would you
would.
miss it? Oh.
I wouldn't, just because of work.
I know, I mean,
So-
I would just ask that for convenience sake, whatever day we pick, not date, but day of the week, let's do the same day of the week all the time.
do like
So
that.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
got it in the back of your mind, not Monday this week and Wednesday the
So we
following week.
did the third Wednesday,
20th, we back to the 20th.
We back to the 20th?
be back to
Yes.
the 20th.
Yeah,
You want to do the
I
third
couldn't do-
Wednesday at
I couldn't do
4?
it in August. I could
Oh,
do the
you
21st.
can't do it in
but not
August at
20th.
all.
Right.
Yeah.
We may just have to, deal with the fact that some people are not
You
gonna
have to watch
be
it on
able-
passport.
Yeah.
Can you do Zoom? Can somebody do Zoom? Can they,
On the 20th?
so if somebody's not available to be here, we can do a Zoom?
Yeah, I couldn't do it on Zoom.
So just to clarify, you're looking at August 20th on Wednesday at 4 PM?
Did you say you can or can't be here on the 20th?
Yeah, can't do it, yeah.
We do have alternates.
Was the week of the 27th an issue for you? Can you do a Zoom?
No,
No, so, okay.
it is, because then you'd be waiting for me, and that would, I already know. I already know the commitments of the opening week.
Right.
I can do the
Let me ask,
28th.
ask one more date, the 18th. Monday, the 18th.
I can do
I can do that.
the 18th.
Yes.
I can't.
You can't do that at
Oh,
all?
you still won't be back.
Okay. That would be my first day of trying to recover from vacation, but I would get myself ready. Okay. All right, so you guys tell me which date.
I would agree with Mr. Atkins. If we pick Wednesdays, maybe we stick with Wednesdays.
Wednesday, the 20th at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And Laura, we're okay with that date?
Yes, Wednesday the 20th at 4.
You want to make that as a motion then, or
We don't have to have a motion for
we
it,
don't have
do
to?
we?
We don't have to, okay.
I don't think we have to have a motion to set a date.
Mr.
Stevens.
Early, do you have the calendar for this room? Is that what you're looking at? Is that Wednesday starting the 20th, every other week available, this room? That If we decide to do this, we can lock it in?
Yeah, that would be good.
short.
How about other Wednesdays?
How many are on the board?
For the most part, it is open. There's an occasional, like, the Historic Commission meets in here on Wednesdays, but that's not till 6:30.
So to stay on the every other week, can we do the morning of the 3rd, like at 8 o'clock or 8:30? Is that work?
Does that work for working people?
It, yeah,
Yeah, so 4
yeah,
o'clock works for best, be late in the
Yeah.
afternoon?
yeah.
Okay.
The youngins?
Unless you want to teach my class, Jim.
Thank you so much.
All right, so are we saying that for September, we want to just put down for the 10th at 4?
The 10th. Okay with that? Okay.
Then that would put us to the 24th at 4?
That is Rosh Hashanah. I'm not Jewish, but I don't know if that would bother anybody here. It would not bother me.
Not yet.
Okay with the 24th at 4? Do we want to keep scheduling out, or do you want to do one more date?
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
lock this room
24th,
in.
that puts us to October the 8th.
Yes.
Laura, we still okay? And then let's do the 22nd.
I'm sorry, did we decide, are we adding a Zoom option?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
So you want to do one more, Mr. Drake? Just that would give you 6 of them playing
Sure.
locked in. I mean,
Yep.
if you can't, if we're
Yep.
done, we're done, but if not, we
Yep.
still got the room.
I can always use whiteout on this calendar, so
Yeah.
November 5th.
November the 5th. Okay, so to recap, I've got August the 20th at 4. I've got September the 10th at 4. September the 24th at 4. Hope I put the right glasses on so I could see. October the 8th at 4, October 22nd at 4, and we have November the 5th at 4.
Yes.
But just keep in mind, like, when the electric board meets, they're gonna come in at 5, so you have to wrap up within that hour.
What day is that they're coming in?
Well, I'm looking at Wednesday, November the 5th, but I think they meet the first Wednesday of every month.
Ideally, by then, we'll have made good headway.
Yeah.
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 But we won't have.
So Laura, tell me one more time, I know November the 5th, we have an hour, but what, is there another date that you said would be it?
I think it's the first Wednesday of every month, so let me look at,
that
it'll
what-
be September the 3rd.
We don't have one that day, so,
Yep, so we should be good. Okay,
so.
October 1st.
okay.
Well, instead of doing 4, could we do 3 that day? That would give us 2 hours.
People working, can't get here.
Still a
Or,
lot of people.
or we could go November 12th and just come right off of the 5th.
Yeah.
We're hoping not to have to use that meeting
Yeah.
anyway.
I've put a question mark beside that date, so we can see where we are with our discussion and our decision-making and go from there. That's okay.
November which?
November the 5th. Okay, so does anybody else have any questions, comments?
If we were going to have an outside group come and present to us of any type, would we know that at least 2 weeks in advance in case that we would, if we had to really clear our schedule, that we would make sure we were here to ask those questions?
I can only speak from what I saw before. We never had anybody come in and present, and no one came in to share information. We asked for the information, it was provided, and then we discussed it.
Oh, okay,
So there was nobody that was brought in to really present anything.
okay.
We just took back our questions and got the information for the next meeting. So Laura, is that same protocol?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to have a guest speaker, I would think that, I mean, just as long as they have sufficient time.
I thought that there was, I was just mistaken, I'm sorry.
I mean, for other committees, they've had, like, I'm thinking of Charter Review Committee, they brought in guest speakers for, but Michelle is correct, the last Compensation Allowance Commission, it was done by Zoom, we were in the middle of COVID, so we didn't have any guest speakers at that time. But other committees have, so I think it's certainly allowed, if that's what you guys wish to do, you just have to
Well, and anyone can submit anything in writing that they want to, can't they? So, I mean, I don't know that we really need a lot of parade of speakers.
And I will say the county council members, have offered to come in if needed, so just let me know if you wish to come in and speak maybe to what their duties are.
I did have a short question. As it relates to compensation, are we talking about fringe benefits also as it relates to insurance or things like that, or is it just the compensation?
We did get information, the last commission, about the benefit package and what that looked like, what they were currently getting. How does that compare to other counties with the same position? So, we've got that down as one of the pieces that we want to try to have before us and discuss, so.
And that's something, at the MACO conference, assuming you're going to go, I'm not, but it might be a chance to get information, rather than having to call a lot of people.
I think we already have a lot of the research.
Of course, it might have changed, over 4 years. I mean, it could be different.
But just for clarification, we only have the authority to address actual pay. We can't alter fringe benefits in any substantial way, can
We can
we?
take it into consideration.
Correct. No, I understand.
Yes, we can't
I'm
alter
just,
it,
yeah,
but we can take it into
I just want to make sure,
consideration as
yeah.
part of,
We can't,
getting at-
we can't put like a free gym membership on top of
No.
them. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
No.
What is the process at the end? When we submit our recommendations, the county council still has to vote them in. So just to Ms. Hurley's point, if we want to have the most engaging response later to our recommendations, I think it would be beneficial for us to know what it is they're going to be looking at when they do consider it.
We're going to submit in writing what our recommendation is. And then they will then discuss it publicly. We'll present it, and then it's up to them to discuss it among themselves and then vote on it.
And they don't have to take our suggestion for any of the spots, correct?
No,
Okay.
they can deny it, they can accept it, or they can alter it.
Okay.
They can alter it lower, but not higher, correct?
That's correct.
And Joe, up until the last time, they didn't do anything.
Right.
That's why it stayed like that,
Yeah.
2006 and 1994, because they didn't change it.
Yeah, just for the example, the commission last time recommended $124,000 for the county executive, and they changed it to, they adjusted that to a lower number. I think it's 107?
107.
Yeah.
107 now. Same thing with the sheriff's department. Position was at 95,000. We proposed 121,000 to get them into competitive salary, and the council approved 117,000. So they kind of went.
Was there any reason, like, to pick, say, the midpoint of 107 as opposed to the 124? Was there reason given there? Was it anything budget related, or was it just, hey, there was the 107 and that was it? Was there any?
Justification for
It was justification, correct, and, I think people thought it was too big of a jump
Gotcha, okay.
at one time. But when you think about someone from 2006 to 2022, going from,
Yeah.
staying at 85,000 all those years, and,
Yeah, that's.
yeah. So,
Can I ask a question?
sure,
So the 124 was the actual recommendation, correct?
correct.
And was it not the executive that recommended to lower it to 107?
I don't recall who came up with 107,000. I don't recall. Yeah, I don't recall.
I believe Josh Hastings was the one that made the motion. I happened to be in the room at the time, but it's been a while, A lot of oozos going over the dam.
One of the items that we asked for was
Okay, anything else anybody wants to share?
I will say that the minutes from the last compensation and allowance commission are online. The final report that was submitted is also online. And the minutes from this meeting and future meetings, they will also be posted online. And again, the videos will eventually be uploaded to YouTube.
Anything else? So, do we need a motion to adjourn the meeting, or are we?
You do.
Okay.
Real quick before you do that,
Okay.
On your desk is the contact list. If you could please make sure I have all your contact information correct. If there's something wrong. Okay, great. Yeah.
Okay, so can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second on that?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. Thank you.